so bloody crappy. It's just a beautiful day today. So Joda would have appreciated having a naked day today. I'm going to take his mane and tail brush up today, actually. We'll take both brushes up to him. Anyway, let's go up there and see him, guys. Say hello, hang out, feed him. Hopefully we've got a happy Joda today. But anyway, we will soon see. And a couple of other horses there that always like to say, greet us here at the gate. Hello. Say hello to this little pony here. Hello, what are you doing? You're very cute, aren't you? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Good girl. Hey, you used to stay in the paddock with Joda, didn't you? Hey, good girl. Hello. Hey. Be nice. Hey, good girl. Hello, Nano. Really cool to see you back here in the stream. How are you doing? Lovely to see you here. Nano, if you were here, what would be your favourite snack to feed Joda? Like, what kind of snack would you like to give him if you were here? Caribou's here as well. Welcome, Caribou. How is the weather in Colorado today, Caribou? Hopefully everything's well down there. It's a lot nicer here today, as you guys can see. We've got nice blue sunny skies. The weather is, the temperature's nice. So Joda should be very happy. Good, how are you? Probably carrots. That's a pretty standard one. That's great to hear that you're good though. I'm doing well. I had a nap for about an hour earlier today. Although I do need to try and not have a nap, but a 1 hour nap is actually not too bad, you know, like I'm not napping so long that it's going to disrupt my sleep at night, and yeah, so I'm doing well. Thomas and Joda, friends in chat, Caribou and Nano, did you guys both see today's short video? Did you guys check it out? It was the time-lapse video of me cleaning a horse's box. It was pretty funny the way he kept backing into me, so yeah, I hope you guys checked it out and enjoyed it. Down under. Hello, Patrick. Yeah, lovely to see you here, Patrick. Welcome into the stream. I'm doing well, thank you. It is a beautiful day here today. We've got to a top of about 26 degrees Celsius, and yeah, not much wind. The horses were all behaving themselves this morning. Baby Damehood was fantastic. She was good. And tomorrow's Friday, so happy days. How about you, Patrick? How are you doing from all the way in Texas? I helped unload 2 loads of yearling cattle today. No, that's all right. You would have been very busy, Nano. No wonder you didn't get a chance to see it. The creek is slowly going down. We might be able to drive through it soon. Oh, I can hear Joda calling out to us already, guys. Hello, Carlene. No, Joda does like apples. I just haven't given him an apple for a very long time. I'll tell you what, you just reminded me though, Carlene, I forgot to bring out a pear for Joda today. So Joda is going to be a little bit grumpy with that, I think. Yeah, it's a fantastic day today, Patrick. It's been lovely. I'm probably actually feeling a bit hot, to be honest. I've got a singlet on as well underneath my long sleeve and t-shirt, so I've probably overdressed just a tad. But oh well. Old boy Joda, well, hearing him call out like that, to me it sounds like he's a very happy boy. So he's eagerly anticipating and waiting to get his feed. So he's good. From Texas too, yeah. Nano, Patrick is a proud Texas man. Fixing to drink a beer, relax for the night. What's your go-to beer, Patrick? What kind of beer do you like to drink? Our beers are probably a little bit different down here in Australia, but I don't know if you guys have them up there, but I like to, if I ever have a beer, which is very rare, but I like to have a Great Northern, they're called. I did bring licorice Caribou. Yes, he's got his licorice here today. Usually give my horses molasses and oat treats. Yeah, molasses are a very popular choice to treat your horse with. Yeah, they would love them. Jasper, East Texas. I still haven't searched it up. I need to. All right, we might be able to just, I reckon Joda's going to be, because it's not so windy, I reckon Joda's going to, he'll be very happy for me to just open up the gate and let him out, and he'll find his own way down here. Around Panhandle. Lola's here, yeah, Lola is here, Caribou. She's a very sweet little girl, isn't she? She is beautiful. She's probably going to be fixing for us to chuck her some more hay, I reckon. But we'll do that when we'll do that towards the end of the stream. We'll chuck Lola some more hay. Anyway, Joda's going to be very spoiled today, guys. We've got carrots, salt and vinegar chips, and licorice. So he's got a few of his favourite treats today waiting for him. We might sneak a carrot or two into Lola as well. All right, move that back just a tad. All right. I usually drink Lone Star beer or Coors Light. Love to try some Aussie beer though. I feel like I've heard of sorry, what was that? I feel like I've heard of Lone Star before. I've never heard of the other one. Joda! Joda! I can see you. Carleen, wow, thank you. I appreciate that a lot, Carleen. That is incredible. That is lovely. Thank you, Carleen. You are very, very kind. I appreciate that. And yeah, we'll get Joda some more snacks. So thank you very, very much. What are you doing? Hey, you get a bit narky, don't you? Excuse me, don't you lift your leg at Joda. Here he is. I need to get you out of the way, you boys out of the way, so Joda will come over. Come on. Out of the way. Come here, Joda. What are you doing, mate? Come on. Fuck, maybe I will need to go get the head collar, guys. I was hoping I didn't have to. So yeah, thank you again, Carleen. That is, as I said, that is really, really nice of you. I appreciate that a lot. You're an awesome viewer. I hope you enjoy all the horses. So thank you very much, Carleen. Come on. Come here, Joda. Good boy. Ready? We'll let you out, mate. Here you go. Out you go. Good boy. See, Joda knows the drill. He's not silly, is he? My mare is really weird. Is a really weird eater. She'll only eat treats my hand is in her mouth, and she lets me drop it on her tongue that way. Wow, Nano, yeah, that's a bit different, but every horse has their own different quirks and funny, silly things that they do. You know, they're like people. No two horses are the same, are they? Hello, Bingo's here. Welcome in, Bingo. Today's going to be a good stream. It's beautiful weather so far. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. So welcome, Bingo. Joda has assumed the position, guys, so he's he's ready to go. Hey, old boy. Hey, old boy. Good man. Hey, we better put your head collar on. The 6666 ranch. Of the more arid climate you've got in Panhandle, here in East, humidity is excruciating. Love how hot it gets here. Live and work on the quadruple 6 ranch. How many cattle do you reckon you'd have all up there, Nano? That's yeah, sounds like it'd be a pretty big ranch. Love the video of the horses with Randy Newman playing. Yeah, that's I put that sound on because of how friendly that horse is being, Bingo. That horse was Archie the Warrior. He's a young 2-year-old colt that we have in the stable. He's a very, very sweet horse. You would not even realise that he's a colt. He's that quiet and that sweet. He's a beautiful boy, and every time you work with him or do anything with him in his box, all he wants to do is just back up into you, simply because he just wants his bum scratches, not because he's trying to kick you or anything, which is what I guess new people would think when he does that. You're gonna say hello to Lola, Joda, eh? Good boy. Yes, just Lola. Did she squeal at you, Joda, eh? Come here. Come here. No, let me catch you. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Old man? Eh? No, you need to come. We need you to stand square, Joda. What are we doing, mate? Come here. Come here. Come here. We'll turn around the right way. Ready? There you go. There you go. Good boy. Rightio, rightio. Hiring like, how did I get it so fast? Bingo, it's a time-lapse video. So I just set my camera to time-lapse and I pressed play and then that was it. There was no special effects to it, that's all it is. So yeah, it was just a time-lapse video, that was. It's pronounced the 4 Sixes Ranch and we have over 1,000 head, 600,000 acres altogether. Bloody hell, that is a huge ranch, Nano. That is massive. Joda's your boy? Yeah, well, here he is. The old man, the old superstar, the ex-racehorse. Anyone just coming in, just scrolling through the shorts feed, coming across my live stream, Joda is a 24-year-old ex-racehorse. He's a beautiful boy, absolutely gorgeous. I'm very biased, so I think he's the most beautiful horse in the world. His coat looks absolutely magnificent today, like always. Now, if you've got any questions about horses, about horse racing, horses in general, racing in general, my job, what I do with the horses, chuck it through to the comments and I'll be happy to answer as best as I can. Don't mind Randy Newman. It's a song from Toy Story, bingo. I was born and raised there. I started working for pay, so don't know. 4th generation in my family work on the Jesus. So your whole family's runs a show there. Part of you born and raised there. Hello there, Kayla. Awesome to see you here. Welcome in, Kayla. How are you doing? Lovely to see you here. Joda's here. He's got his snacks today. We've got salt and vinegar chips, licorice, and carrots today, Kayla. Lola's trying to get out of a gate there. It's a nice life. Why did Joda cross the road? The chicken stole the carrots. Man, if a chicken stole Joda's carrots, there would be no more chicken left, would there, Joda? You'd probably kill a chicken. No worries, Nano. Thank you for stopping by and having a chat. It's always good to see you again and catch up. So, thank you very much, and I will, we'll hopefully see you in another stream soon, guys. It is quite warm, so I'm going to take my long sleeve shirt off. I made the mistake of wearing a singlet too, because it was pretty cold this morning. So I'm going to just put the microphone here. Take this off. All right. Yeah, Joda. Hey, old man. Hey, what are you doing? Get this microphone back, Joda. Thank you for looking after it for me, old man. Thank you, Joda. Chuck that back on. All right. All right, there we go. we didn't get the chicken biscuits for Sir Joda yet. I get my paycheck on Friday to give my boy Joda a... you don't have to, Patrick. Simply just being here in the stream, watching, commenting, definitely helps. Only if you really want to. But yeah, I think I'll be able to get to the supermarket today. I've got to go to training later. But yeah, next time I do head into the supermarket, I will most definitely get him some more chicken shapes, which he usually absolutely froths over. He loves them. He absolutely loves them. Anyway, you might be back. Okay, no worries, Nana. Hopefully we see you back again very, very shortly. What's everyone's plans for the weekend so far, guys? Anyone? I know it's still a couple of days out, but anyway, my plan is, my fire brigade, CFA fire brigade team, we have a competition in Melton on Sunday, so I will, at this stage, be competing in that. To what capacity I can actually run though, guys, I'm not sure, because as you guys know, I haven't actually ran in any capacity for a couple of months properly. So I don't know how this sciatica will actually respond if I go and sprint all out or do anything like that. So hopefully I'll be okay. I might just ask if I can do some reduced events. Maybe skip the hydrant race, ladder race maybe, and just stick to the card events where I can sort of just manage myself a bit better. I don't know, we'll see, but yeah, so pretty exciting if I can start competing in fire brigade again. Very close to the state championships, which are in sort of late March. But yeah, hopefully my body by then will be nearly 100%. I'm feeling much better every week. It's been slow progress, but we are getting progress with it, guys. So yeah, really. I'll tell you something else too, guys. Today's the very day it marks 9 years since I won the Geelong gift. So 9 years it's been since I last ran really fast. So as sad as it is being at 9 years ago, yeah, well there you go. There's the date for it. The 26th of February, 2020 or 2017 I ran it in, but yeah. Anyway, there you go, Joda Bear. Your mane and tail are looking much better. Good boy. All right, going to sleep it all away. Don't do that, Bingo. Find something fun to do, something cool to do, something to entertain yourself by. You know, my grandmother always used to tell me, never wish your life away. Make the most of it while you can. So obviously you need to sleep, but yeah, if you can do something, then try and do something. Sorry, am I saying his name wrong? Joda or Joda? Joda, the first one, Joda. It's even on his head collar. Patrick, let me show you. Let me just take my phone out. I'll show you. He's got his name on his head collar. Right there. Which was proudly bought by everyone in the stream. So you guys yeah, you guys with all the donations over the time and that, and all the everything, ended up yeah, paying for that. So Joda is extremely thankful. Alana, hello, welcome in, Alana. How are you doing today, Alana? What is going on? I didn't get the chance to have a look at the community page just yet, Alana. I need to sorry, I completely forgot about it. My volunteer fireman. Well, technically, yes, Carlene, I am, but I just do not have the time yet to attend fire calls. So I compete with the running team. So we run up ladders, put hydrants in, build relationships with other brigades around the state. We run with a hose and reel down the track, put hoses together, and we compete to run the fastest times compared to all the other teams. So it's a really fun sport. It's kind of a dying sport, to be honest, but it's a really fun sport. I love it heaps. It's really good fun. And yeah, if everything goes, Joda, please just be gentle with your feet. I thought you were going to be a good boy today. Can we please see Lola? And I also seen the vid when Joda just wanted bum scratches when you... Alana, that was actually another horse. That wasn't Joda, that was one of the race horses that I work with. That was Archie the Warrior, his name is. Yeah, he's the one that just wanted bum scratches. But yeah, we can go and say hello to Lola real quick. Here she is. Hello, Lola. What are you doing, little girl? Hey, Alana wanted to say hello to you. Hey, you being a good girl? Yeah, you're very sweet, aren't you? Yes, you are. Hey, no biting, no biting. There you go. Good girl. Sleeping's fun. If you're having a fun dream, it is. Don't overdo it though. I'll try not to, Caribou. I just need to be really sort of be careful about how much I do. I said I've never sort of really dealt with sciatica before. My sciatic nerve does feel like it's getting better. Like I'm getting out of the car and it's not so sore anymore, which is a good sign. But yeah, it's been slow progress. Almost imagine me as a police officer. Well, funny you say that, Bingo. I actually applied for Victoria Police a few years ago now. I nearly made it to the last stage. They failed me at the psychological assessment. So I don't know what I did. They just, there was an interview with a psychologist and I answered their questions truthfully. And for some reason, yeah, they kind of knocked me back and I haven't applied again since. So yeah, really, really funny you actually ask that or say that, Bingo. So that was actually in the works once. Great advice from your grandma. Our elders know. Yeah, absolutely, Patrick, for sure. They definitely do. You know, the biggest regret from, like, apparently there was a study or a scientific, or I don't know if it was a study, but yeah, apparently, you know, the biggest regret of people that are dying or nearly passed away is that, you know, their biggest regret is the things that they didn't do, not the things that they did do. So, you know, it's a good reminder to always go and try new things, try different things, travel, do different things, do what you want to do while you're still here and able. You know, health is wealth. While you've still got an able body, use it to your advantage. Scarlett's here. Hello, Scarlett. How are you doing today? Lovely to see you here. Good to see you back in the stream, Scarlett. Yeah, fits in perfect, Patrick. I had to actually punch a few new holes in it to make it fit in perfect. Joda's got a small head, so it didn't quite fit him perfect to start with, but that's all right. It's yeah, it looks beautiful on him, doesn't it? Stately, yeah, he looks absolutely terrific, doesn't he? They look similar, you reckon, Alana? Yeah, and I reckon they look a bit different. Joda's probably quite a bit bigger than little Archie. Archie's not a very big horse. He's only a 2-year-old colt. And but yeah, no, honestly, Archie reminds me a lot of Joda, like personality-wise. They are very, very similar. Victoria State Troopers. No, Victoria is the state of where I live, Patrick. Are you suggesting police? If I've ever been to Tassie, I've not been to Tassie before, Patrick. No, I'd like to go and visit one day, but yeah, at this stage I've not been to Tasmania. I've been to Adelaide, South Australia. I've been to Perth in Western Australia. I've been to Brisbane in Queensland. Brisbane's probably been my favourite place other in Queensland. Yeah, probably my favourite state in the country. I'd love to move to Queensland one day, I think. I've been to New South Wales, Bermagui. I have been in Sydney, but it was sort of only just a stopover. It was when I went to LA in 2023. There was a flight I wanted to go on the Airbus A380, and the only way I could have done that was to fly to Sydney first and then get on an A380 there. So Joda, be kind with your food, be gentle with it, mate. So yeah, I flew to Sydney, and then like 2 hours later I flew out of Sydney for LA. So technically I've been to Sydney, but only for about 2 hours or something. I have been to Brisbane. Your ticker stops. Rewatch the video on your computer and see. Yeah, go and have a look at it, Alana. Check it out again. But yeah, Archie is a beautiful colt. He's a lovely little colt. You wouldn't expect him to be a colt, you know. He's lovely to handle, do anything with. He doesn't bite, he doesn't rear up, he doesn't bloody strike his legs out at people or anything. He's just a beautiful colt to do anything with. So yeah, he is lovely. But yes, as I said, Bingo, I have been to Brisbane. I was there for a couple of days visiting my friend Todd, who I play Halo with on the Xbox. Do you see how small he is? Yeah, he's a small horse. He's not a huge horse. He'd probably be about 15.2 maybe, hands. About Northern Territory. I'd love to visit the Northern Territory. Grew up watching Crocodile Dundee. Maybe want to see the Outback since I was a young gun. Look, I have not been to the Northern Territory either. I'd love to go there. They've got some of the best weather in the country, in my opinion. So yeah, I haven't been to the Northern Territory, but definitely would love to go. I'd love to. Australia is such a huge place, Patrick. I'd love to sort of just go on a road trip around Australia and see the whole thing. But I've spoken to a few people that have done that, and you know, if you want to really like take your time with everything, see everything, do everything, you almost need to set aside 12 months to do it. Shreya, hello. It's been an extremely long time since I've seen you. How are you doing? It's so good to see you here again. How have you been, Shreya? Where have you been? What have you been up to? How are things? Joda's here. He's looking extremely well. He's in good health. So yeah, no, it's awesome to see you back here again, Shreya. Welcome back in. There you go, Joda. You keep pushing forward a little bit, don't you? Man, your coat looks magnificent today, old man. Yes, it does. Hey, you love the warm weather, don't you? Your veins are popping out a bit more. Won't be long before he starts growing his winter coat, guys. He usually starts growing his longer winter coat about mid-March. So we've probably only got, you know, maybe a couple of weeks left of seeing Joda in his summer coat, and then he's Joda, mate, what are you doing? Just bloody be gentle. No wonder your bucket gets broken all the time, mate. Hey, you're very rough with it, aren't you? Hey, old man. All right. And Archie is also darker than Joda. Yeah, Archie's probably a bit darker than Joda. Joda's a very light bay, especially when he's in his summer coat. He's a lovely light bay horse. Whereas yeah, Archie, you're right, Alana, he's a bit darker than Joda. He's still a bay horse, but yeah, just a darker shade. Crocodile Dundee was set in Northern Territory, but it was actually filmed in Queensland. Didn't know that, Bingo. Thank you. I'd love to drive across the Outback, but it'd be weird getting used to driving on the opposite side. Yeah, definitely. And I had that issue when I went over to LA. Patrick, I was, yeah, especially being in the city of LA, there was no way I was, if I was sort of in a quieter area of California, or I guess smaller country towns, I probably would have driven, but just specifically being in LA, I just took an Uber everywhere because I couldn't get over the fact, yeah, driving on the other side. But in terms of driving around in the Outback, you need to be well prepared. You need to have plenty of water. Probably you need to take extra fuel with you, a car, a jump start pack in case your battery ends up going flat. Make sure you take your first aid kit, your snake bandages. You know, you need to make sure you have everything set because it can be quite dangerous if you happen to break down or something in the middle of nowhere. The Outback is huge, absolutely massive. And as well as that, make sure you've got a torch, make sure you've got, dare I say, make sure you've got a weapon with you. The police and the government don't like you to do that, but man, the things that you can encounter in the Outback, you're going to make sure you are prepared. It's too busy. Went to the US to visit my mum's sister's house, so I had a long break. That's all right, Shreya. As long as you're well and happy, that's all that matters. Sounds like you've been up to a fair bit, so that's awesome. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Little Bit's here. Hello, Little Bit. Welcome into the stream. Little Bit, did you, actually, Little Bit, sorry, I actually sent that video to you on Instagram yesterday. So Little Bit actually already saw the video of Archie getting his box done. So yeah, welcome in, Little Bit. How are you doing? How's the weather there today, Little Bit? It's, we've got a perler of a day here, Little Bit. It's beautiful. It's not much wind. It's sunny. It's warm. It's beautiful today. Walkabout Creek Hotel is in McKinley, Queensland. Okay, I'll have to search that up, bingo, I reckon. If my horse were to be eating without being attached to anything, if it's one of my mares, they would bolt unless it was Josie because he only waddles. Are you sure, Alana? Because, you know, most horses simply having food there, like Joda does, are very happy to just to not run off and just simply stand there and eat it. But yeah, that'd be pretty funny, you know. Yeah, I guess you've got to have them tied. Autocorrect. Don't get lost in the Outback. That is right, bingo. Is it hot there? It is really hot in the, oh, do you mean in the Outback or right here? Shreya, it is, I wouldn't say it's hot here. It's warm, but it's not hot. It's about 25, 26 degrees Celsius, so it is pretty much perfect. It's not hot and it's not cold. Get to pat and feed apples, carrots for 3 horses when the weather is nice. Carlene, that is lovely. That's so good to hear. They would appreciate that, those horses, and you know, it's always really cool spending time and giving some horses some treats. You know, it's hard to say this to people that, you know, aren't really around horses, but you know, there's just something about being around them that is very, very good for your heart and very good for you spiritually. Yeah, there's just something about, you know, there was a quote once. It went something like, the outside of a horse is good for the inside of a man, or something like that. It was a quote that's something similar like that. Not sure. Someone might be able to search it up. Sunscreen. Yeah, I've already got me sunscreen on. I've tried a new sunscreen, guys. Remember the other day I chucked a heap of my new zinc sunscreen on, and my face is really white. I've got that same sunscreen on, but I just put less of it on, so I'm still protected. But yeah. So sorry that LA was your first American experience. Never been myself, but it looks like a chaotic cesspool. Should visit Texas and Oklahoma. Yeah, look, Patrick, I always wanted to visit the US and go to LA. Look, the traffic there was insane. I couldn't believe how bad the traffic was there. But no, it was a good time. I got to see some pretty wild things. I obviously went to Disneyland, Universal Studios, went to the Walk of Fame, went to the Griffith Observatory, went down to West Hollywood, had a look around there. I didn't actually, I was at the Santa Monica Pier, Santa Monica. I didn't actually get to go to Beverly Hills, which was a bit of a shame, but definitely, hopefully I can. Well, I was planning to try and go maybe later this year, go back to the US, not just LA, but yeah, as you said, Patrick, to travel around a bit in the US. Obviously go to Texas, as I'd love to go to Texas, especially to see a football game. Apparently football in Texas is huge. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that this year or not, Patrick, because I need to try and buy a house this year too. So, not sure. But fingers crossed we can make it happen, guys. Joy, hello, Joy. Welcome in. How are you doing today, Joy? Lovely to see you here. Joda is very happy to see you here as well, Joy. So, welcome in. Got to watch out for the inland taipan. Yeah, it's very hard to find them, Patrick, but you're more likely to come across probably an eastern brown snake, or you know, being in the outback, probably a death adder or something. Yeah, but still, the eastern brown snake's the second most venomous snake in the world. I think the death adder's like number 8 or 9. Both extremely dangerous. Just even anywhere in Australia, like it should be part of every first aid kit, to be honest, like just a snake bandage, because they're everywhere, snakes. You just, like, there's probably snakes here, but I could probably go and find one if you wanted, but I don't really want to go and find a snake on stream. We're here to spend some time with Joda. A hat? Yeah, Joda, she's probably always thinking about that, but unfortunately Lola's not her horse. She's owned by the the lady that runs the agistment, and yeah, she's a beautiful little girl. Doing good. Was warm today. Rode Louis for a little while. Injured my knee last week. How did you do that a little bit? You didn't tell me about that one. How did you injure your knee, and do you know what you've actually done to it? How was Louis as well? How did he go? And how are his cookies? Did he have some of those? I'm sure he did. Down under Bessie's, especially Joda. Yeah, hello Watson, welcome. Joda's here, your best friend from down under. He's having a good time having his dinner tonight, and he's looking absolutely spectacular. I was just saying before Watson that it's not going to be long before he starts growing his winter coat again. And when that happens, you guys will think he's probably a totally different horse once he's in his full winter coat. He looks like a completely different horse when he's in his winter coat. Forgive my ignorance, but I only know degrees and miles and pounds. When people start talking about kilometres and Celsius, my brain stops. That's fair enough, Patrick. I understand. I get the same, except the opposite. So when people talk about miles compared to kilometres, I can sort of convert pounds a little bit, but and the temperature thing too. Yeah, it sort of buggers with me too. So I completely understand that. The Griffith Observatory was amazing, Watson. To be honest, that was probably my favourite thing in LA that I went and saw. You know, I spent a long time in there. I didn't realise it was more than just a lookout. There was actually like a thing you could see. There was it's nearly like a bloody science wing, really. You know, you could go in there and man, it's all about space in there. You know, there's just so many different cool things to do and see in there. It was amazing. Yeah, I was fascinated by it. So I'd definitely, when I go back to the US eventually, guys, I definitely will spend some time in LA again. But as I said, I really want to travel around a bit, see some other things in the US too. The Missouri Ozarks are beautiful also. Yes, Carlene, thank you for mentioning that. I'll have to make sure I try and, when the time comes, I'll have to put an itinerary down and try and include that to go and see. The big Hollywood sign, I did, bingo. I actually, I hiked up to the sign. I went for a walk and yeah, I went up and saw the sign in person. I got photos on my phone of it. So that was awesome. I unfortunately don't have any photos of myself there. I met this lovely American fella who walked up to the sign with me and was sort of a bit of a guide to me. So that was pretty cool. He was a lovely fella. Yeah. Love to have you. Yeah, it'd be awesome to go and visit Patrick for sure. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Fingers crossed I can make it happen this year. See how we go. But yeah. I have to go to the Wax Museum. Where is that, Caribou? My horse, Michael, also likes Mountain Dew. I remember you mentioning that, Alana. That's really cool. Nix, hello. Nix is from Tasmania, Patrick. So we've got a Tasmanian here in the chat. So welcome in, Nix. How are you? How's the weather in Tassie today? Lola is getting it. I can see her. She's in the background there in the live stream. I'd assume that if you're way out in the outback, getting bitten would be the worst because that's right, you know, if you're like in the middle of the outback, you know, the closest hospital could be fucking ages away, Patrick. But if you've got your, if you get bitten by an eastern brown snake, which is like the most likely snake for you to get bitten by here in Australia, and it does envenomate you, if you do your first aid, wrap up your limb where you got bitten, and you generally, with the right first aid, you wrap your limb up, you stay still, you don't panic. You can give yourself several hours time before effects like really start to take a hold of you. So it gives the time for the flying. I think there's like a flying dog. Like, say if you really are in the middle of fucking nowhere and you do manage to, the Royal Flying Doctor can fly. I think, I'm not 100% sure. Someone might be able to correct me on this, because I don't think I'm correct, but I think the Royal Flying Doctor can fly to you and take you to a hospital somewhere. If not, well then, yeah, you just got to hope that you're with someone and they drive you to a hospital. Whereas you just need to sit there, relax, and yeah. Joda, the wonder from down under. That might be a pretty cool slogan to put on the merchandise, I reckon, Bingo. What do you reckon? You know, I've been trying to make something up. I'm still struggling a little bit with it. Fingers crossed I can get something done in the next couple of weeks, though. I have no idea how I injured my knee. Louis good, enjoyed his cookies and his bath. That's awesome, little bit. It would have been a good day to give him a bath with it being so warm today then. You know, he would have enjoyed that, and yeah, I'm glad that he enjoyed his biscuits, you know. Yeah, you make them especially for him. He's a very, very lucky horse. Just saw the view. Yeah, I was there at night time as well, Watson. What an incredible view, you know. You know, seeing LA at night, seeing all the lights, it's like a floating city when you go there at night time. Northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, eastern Oklahoma, gorgeous between the Ozarks. I'll have to try and write all this down, Patrick, when I get the chance and yeah, make a bit of an itinerary. You got a barrel race tomorrow night. That's awesome, Alana. You better make sure you let me know how you go. I will be doing a live stream, so yeah, make sure you keep tuning in, keep coming back, and let me know how you go with your barrel race. That would be awesome. I'd rather encounter a snake than a crocodile. What do you reckon, Bingo? I reckon I'd probably encounter a crocodile before a snake. You know, at least a croc, you know, if you see one, you know, you can avoid it much easier. Snakes are a lot harder to see. You know, if you see a crocodile, you can easily avoid it, and they're not very fast either, unless they're in water. So as long as you stay out of water and you're on land, then you're pretty safe. Or pray that kingdom come. Yeah, you could pray for that too, Joy. Joda's kingdom come though, aren't you, mate, hey? You beautiful boy. King Joda. Joda's the king of the paddock, aren't you, buddy? Hey? Good boy. You're nearly finished. Nearly time for your carrots, isn't it, buddy? Hey? Good boy. Snakes are more sneaky by the time you know one's there. It's too late. Yes, Patrick, sometimes that is the case. You know, you can be just walking along minding your own business. All of a sudden you accidentally stand on one or stand near one, and then bang! Sorry, Joda, I just scared him. But yeah, bang! They can just bite you out of fucking nowhere. I'd rather encounter both of them than an owl. Owls aren't going to do anything to you, Bingo. Let you know how my run goes. Hopefully my horse does good. He's been kind of spooky at everything lately. Well, that's all right, Alana. Fingers crossed for the best. Yeah, make sure you do let me know how you go. I would absolutely love to hear. So, thank you. Things at the stable are going very, very well, Nix. We've had a couple of winners lately, which has been awesome, you know. It's boosted the morale of everyone at the stable. Horses are flying, horses are running well, horses are looking good. All of our, shit, someone is flying on a motorbike up there. Yeah, as I said, baby damehood, she's looking fantastic. She's ready for her next race on the 11th of March, so we've got that to look forward to, guys. Yeah, everything's doing really awesome at the stable. We've got babies, yearlings at the stable getting broken in at the moment. They're doing really well. We've got some nice yearlings there. We've got young Zoe Waller at the stable. She's an apprentice jockey. And now I've given her a bit of a stick, not to her face, but like the way she rides horses, sometimes it's just, you think, what the hell are you doing? Now, seeing her like ride and being around her in person is a bit different, you know. It's she's very quiet, very reserved. She doesn't look like she smiles very often. So I don't really know like how to approach her and like have a proper conversation or actually speak to her. So any pointers on that? Because, you know, I don't know if that's like just her personality. She's simply just very quiet, reserved, shy like that or not. But yeah, a lot of people are not a fan of the way she rides in races. So I won't mention that at all to her. Just, you know, you just got to be nice. Remember that she's only an apprentice. She's still learning her craft. So, yeah. Joda says, what the hell? Yeah, he was a bit, he was like, what the hell are you doing, Thomas? What the fuck did you do that for? I meant to say, you know, the ones to say, I meant to say, no, that one's there. I haven't a fucking idea why autocorrect will place it with a name. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough, Patrick. Yeah, autocorrect can do that. It's can be a real pain in the ass sometimes, autocorrect. Fear of ours. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not sure how to respond to that, Bingo. But I understand. I've got the same thing. I've probably got arachnophobia, which is a fear of spiders. I fucking hate spiders, so that's probably, I guess it's kind of the same. The fear I have of spiders is probably what you've got of ours. Male horses inherently faster than females in the race game. Not necessarily always, Patrick, but I guess in general, yes, which is why colts and geldings, say if you got a 3-year-old colt and a 3-year-old filly, the colt will carry 2 kilos more than the filly does, because that sort of evens it out. But even still, you know, oftentimes the colts will run faster than the fillies. But it's the same with older geldings and older stallions. They sort of carry a bit more weight than what the fillies and mares get as well. And yeah, but you do get good fillies and mares that do carry more weight than the boys. You know, some of our greatest racehorses ever, Patrick, have been mares, been girls. So over the past, say, 20 years, our most dominant horses here in Australia have all been mares. You've got Winx, Black Caviar, and Maccabi Diva. Those three have been the absolute dominant forces in racing down here in the past 20 years, and yeah, all three of them are mares. Unless you're a rabbit or a rodent, there's no need to fear an owl. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. But yeah, the boys they've got to carry 2 kilos more. But it all comes down to what the horse is rated as well, and you know, there is so much to go into it. But you know, say if you've got an even horses, colts and geldings, and a mare races against them, like it's an open grade race, then yeah, the mares will carry 2 kilos less. I'll post my run on my channel tomorrow. Alana, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see it. Make sure you do. I'll try and do my best to check it out. Guys, it is carrot time for Joda. Now, we better save 1 or 2 for little Lola. Hello, Sizzle. Welcome in, Sizzle. Awesome to see you here. I hope you had a good sleep yesterday, Sizzle. I replied to your comment just before coming out here. So, yeah, hopefully you got a good sleep yesterday and you're feeling nice, good and refreshed today. Oh, that's a big one, Joda, isn't it, mate? Good boy. I put my barrel cactus on a video. Okay, Bingo. And did you upload it yet? I'll need to check out your channel and have a look to see if it's there yet. Has everyone liked and subscribed? Hopefully they have, Sizzle. Fingers crossed. In terms of viewers, it's been a bit of a quieter night than usual, but that's okay. I guess I'm streaming a little earlier than usual, but I want to try and make this like my normal time to stream. It's on there. Okay, I'll have to make sure I go and have a look at it, Bingo. Oh, you dropped it, Joda. Still laughing at you, scaring Joda. Caribou, yeah, I'm sorry, old Joda Bear. Hey, he's probably a bit confused why I did that, but he didn't spook too bad. It's on there? A short, not a video. Okay, I'll take a look, Bingo. Thank you. You know how much I enjoy your cactus videos, so thank you, Bingo. I'll go and take a look at it after my live stream has finished. Good boy. There you go. I think you might have to give that bit to Lola. It's a pretty big piece, isn't it? You can't eat the bigger pits like you used to be able to. He used to be able to smash down the big carrots, but as he's gotten a bit older and had a couple of teeth pulled out, yeah, he hasn't needed to, he can't eat the bigger pieces of carrot like he used to be able to. Yes, thanks. Had to get back on a regular schedule to make it to the doctor's. Napped earlier and just woke up again a moment ago. That's all right, Sizzle. That's okay. Yeah, hopefully it's everything's all right at the doctor and things are going okay. Yeah, we wish you good health and yeah, I guess sleeping at a more usual time can only help, to be honest. So hopefully, yeah, these earlier streams are. I know they suit you guys in the US a lot better than the later ones. So hopefully it goes well to helping you make the streams as well, Sizzle. How many horses you all got on the ranch? Here where Joda is, there's probably about 40 odd or so, at a guess. But in terms of the race horses that I work with, Patrick, I work with about 100, we've got about 160 at the stable at the moment, 160 race horses. Not all of them are like horses that are up and racing right now. A lot of them are obviously yearlings, babies getting broken in. We've got a few horses that are sort of pre-training and getting ready to go and race later on. In terms of actual race horses that are up and racing right now, there's probably only maybe 20 to 30 odd, not that many. Especially all of our better horses, all of our faster horses, they all go down to our Melbourne stable down at Cranbourne, which is really frustrating because they get all the credit and we don't really get too much credit at Ballarat. And all the staff down at Cranbourne, they all carry on like pork chops about you know, when we get a Group 1 winner and you know, they think it's all them, they've done all the work with the horse and whatever. But you know, shouldn't bother me too much. Shouldn't bother anyone too much. We're all one big stable in the end. Yeah, we all come under the same banner. All right. Good luck with your fireman competition, Thomas. Good night, everyone. Young people, I'm 81. I can tell you all enjoy every day because you'll never get one back. Thank you very much, Carleen. That's a beautiful message. I appreciate that a lot. You have a good night's sleep, Carleen. Thank you again for the super chat to Joda. I appreciate it a lot. That's you're absolutely amazing. You're a very kind person. So thank you, Carleen. And yeah, you have a lovely sleep. And myself and Joda, we will catch you hopefully again very, very soon in the next stream. Is it me or does Joda look happier than normal? Well, he doesn't always look happy. Honestly, you're not wrong, Nix. He's always a lot happier when the weather is nice like this. It's like people might think, oh, that's bullshit, you know, they're horses, whatever. But I'm telling you, it is true. You know, when the weather is nice like this, they are so much better. It's like people, you know, when you got nice weather that you enjoy, you inherently just simply feel better. And it's the same for horses. All right, we'll leave those two for. Hold on. Yeah, we'll leave those two for Lola. Matt is back to clear the vat of all the fat. Now reflect on that. Matty is here. Big bad bustling Matt is here in the chat. Welcome in, Matt. How are you doing? How about that? Barrel cactus were used by the pioneers in the USA for getting water when in the desert. I learned that from John Wayne. Wow, well there you go, Bingo. You know, you learn something new all the time. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Bingo. Thomas, you and Joda are looking well, and summer sun kiss. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here today, Sizzle. So, yeah, Joda's looking absolutely spectacular. His coat really shines when the sun's out like this. So I'm glad you guys get to see him when he's looking his absolute best like this. Hey, good boy. I'll give you some chips. Time for your chips, Joda. 160, about 160 we got at the stable, Patrick. I think you're right. Tex doesn't seem as worried as he did a few nights ago. Yeah, well, especially yesterday with how windy it was yesterday. It was windy, it was crap. Yeah, when it's windy, it messes with their hearing. Good boy. Hey, I might have some of these too. Well, after the live, go on your community and see my haul. Yeah, I'll make sure I do, Alana, because I forgot to do that yesterday. Here, Joda. Good boy. Good boy. Eat him up. Here you go. You have a good night, Alana. Thank you very much. And hopefully we'll see you in tomorrow's stream. Ninja, hello. Nice to see you here as well. This is Joda. He's a 24-year-old ex-racehorse. And I know I'm biased, but he is the most beautiful horse in the entire world. Good boy. And he's just enjoying some salt and vinegar chips right now. Happy. He's a bit long in the face. I know you're joking, Bingo. That's a classic horse joke. Is that Lola? Yeah, Lola's back here again, Sizzle. She's back in back up in the paddock, so we're gonna keep a couple of carrots for her. How you doing, Joda? Have you had enough of your chips? Hey, you're not the biggest fan of them, are you? I know you like them, but you're not you don't froth them like the chicken chips. Joda, just bloody eat them, mate. There you go. Good boy. Yeah, welcome back, Ninja. I have a question. How do I get a small child to leave me alone? I don't know, Nick, so I'm not too sure. Sorry, I don't have the answer for that one. Ask them to do something. Birth control. That's right. Ninja, have you changed your username? Because I don't recognise the name of Ninja. All right, Joda's not really that interested in his salt and vinegar chips. We'll grab out his licorice, hey? You popped your head up when you heard licorice, didn't you, JJ? Here you go. Maybe this will be a bit nicer for you. Here you go. Good boy. There you are. Yummy. Yummy licorice for you. Bye, chat. No worries, Alana. Goodbye. Oh, yeah, goodbye, Alana. You take care, and I'll catch you later. Carrie, hello. Welcome into the stream, Carrie. Thank you very much. He's a beautiful boy. I know I'm biased because Joda's my horse, but I think he's the most beautiful boy in the entire world. Joda here, Carrie. He's a 24-year-old ex-racehorse. He's a thoroughbred. So he's an old boy, but he's, as you said, he is absolutely stunning. Want to say hi, Ninja, in your lives? Or maybe I'm wow, I'm sorry, Ninja. Yeah. But welcome in. How are you, Ninja? Sorry, Ninja. You might be able to refresh my mind to remind me, whereabouts are you from? There are hammers. It was a wee one, really, if I were to actually advise. Goodbye, Alana. Thank you very much. Take care. And Lola, that's all right. No problem at all. Good boy. All right, we'll give him two more, and then we've got to save some for tomorrow too, Joda. Hey? Can't eat them all in one night. There you go. For the window, shame on you. I'm in the USA and I do barrel racing around the world. We talked about it in 2 lives ago, I think. Are you sure, Ninja? I haven't seen you in the last couple of lives. Good boy. There you go. Don't you want it? I'll give it to Lola. Hey? All right, I'll give it to Lola. I offered it to you, Joda. Here. Good girl. You want that? Here you go. Rightio, Joda Bear. Back to you, old fella. Hey, you picking up your scraps that you dropped on the ground? That's a boy. He's gorgeous. You're not biased at all. I'm from Idaho. Well, welcome in from Idaho, Carrie. That's awesome. What time is it there in Idaho at the moment? It is 4:30 p.m. down here in Victoria, Australia. And yeah, I'm glad you think I'm not biased because, yeah, he's absolutely stunning. You know, everyone here in the stream loves him. He's an amazing horse. He's got a heart of gold. He has so much quiet strength. He's very regal. And yeah, I do live streams all the time with Joda, nearly every day. Hang out with him. And we care for him, we look after him. And yeah, he's certainly, well, I think he's one of the most famous horses on YouTube. Aren't you, JJ? Hey? Good boy. Come here. Jenna, hello Jenna, welcome. Holy crap, Jenna, it's been a while since you've been in the stream. Welcome back in. Awesome to see you here. To have a wonderful relationship, I see. Yes, Carrie, absolutely. I've cared for Joda, looked after him since I first got him when he was 18. His old owner just didn't have the time for him anymore. I saw an ad for him. He's the first horse I've ever owned. So I jumped on the opportunity to get him, and yeah, here we are. So yeah, I want to look after him and make sure he lives out the best possible life for the rest of his golden years. So yeah, he's a very, very special horse. Carrie, he's beautiful. Is my cousin? No. Liked and subbed. Thank you very much, Carrie. I appreciate that a lot. It means the world to myself and Joda. We've got a goal of we're going to try and get to 10,000 subs by the end of the year, but I don't think we're going to get to 10,000. I reckon the more probably suitable goal would be to get, say, 5,000, maybe 6,000 actually. 6,000 might be might be the better go. So thank you very much, Carrie. I appreciate that a hell of a lot. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your time here in the stream. We've got a very supportive community here. And yeah, Joda's he's an absolutely stunning horse. About 2 or 3 lives ago. Look, Ninja, I can't recall it. Are you sure you've made every single live that I've done over the last sort of couple of weeks? How many horses do I have? Carrie, Joda's the only horse that I own. He actually lives in a share paddock with 4 other horses though. And I work with racehorses as my actual job. So I work with we've got about 160 horses at the stable right now. So I'm pretty much surrounded by horses all the time. But yeah, Joda's my boy. We had to move out of our old house when COVID hit. So that's why I had to come out to an adjustment with him. But fingers crossed we can buy a property where I can move in with him again very, very, very shortly, very soon. 10:29 p.m. Wednesday night. Okay, not too late at all. That's yeah, not too late at all. All right, I might just take these off, Joda, so I can see the chat a bit better. All right. Yeah, it's been a little while, Jenna, but it's so good to see you back. Where have you been? What have you been up to? And yeah, hopefully everything is well for you. Thank you, Sizzle. Regal, thank you. That was a clue in my crossword. 5 letters. beginning and meaning royal. It's regal. Well, there you go. I'm glad I could give you a bit of help there, Bingo. That's awesome. Been liked and subscribed. Well, thank you, Ninja. Yeah, I'll have to try and take a bit more notice and remember to remember the name of Ninja. Ninja. It does ring a bell. Like, don't get me wrong, your name definitely rings a bell here in the stream. But I just get so many that people that are, I guess, don't come through nearly, I guess, often, that I kind of forget sometimes. So I'm I apologise for that, Ninja. Build memories to last a lifetime. Miss my cousins a lot and I wish I could see them now that I'm old. Well, that's right, Sizzle. You're going to make every moment count the best you possibly can. Trey's here. Hello, Trey. How are you doing, Trey? I hope you enjoyed today's short video on my channel. It was, that was Archie the Warrior, the little 2-year-old colt doing his box. He's such a sweet horse, isn't he? What type of work do I do with the horses? Look, Carrie, absolutely anything and everything. You know, I work on the ground with them. I don't ride the horses at work. So I treadmill horses, I swim them, I saddle them, I bridle them, put their bridle on and all their gear. If horses need certain gear, I put that on the horse. Swim the horses, hose them, wash them, shampoo them, rug them. I do first aid with the horses. I've got my truck license, so I transport them sometimes. I go to the races, I take horses to the races and prepare them at the races, like I saddle, bridle, put their gear on at the races and then parade them around. So yeah, literally any sort of job you can think of with a horse or a racehorse, I do that. No worries, Nix, you take care and I'll hopefully see you again soon. Been on a 12-hour holy crap, Jenna, they are huge shifts. 12 hours, that is massive. No wonder you've been sort of burnt out and tired. Pretty good too. So you did great. Joda did a very, very good job, didn't he? Hey, good boy. You're an absolute superstar here in the stream, Joda. Hey, no other horse has the patience that you have, do they? Hey, you're a very good boy. Love you and Joe. Oh, thank you very much, Ninja. I appreciate that a lot. That is a lovely comment, and I don't say that lightly either. You know, I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart that you feel that way, and you know, it sort of keeps me grounded and inspires me to keep doing the live streams with Joda and tuning in with you guys. He's such a beautiful boy, isn't he? Oh, we'll turn that around. Here we are. Hey, Joda. Hey, we'll go back in your paddock now. Favourite horse duo? Well, thank you, Ninja. A younger cousin looks up to you so you can teach him things. Be like an older sibling from another mother or father and can confide in them and count on them unlike other people. Yeah, like cousins are really probably your first best friends, to be honest. So here we are. Don't forget Roy Rogers and Trigger. The Steve Irwin of horses. Look, I wish, Brittany. That's a lovely comment. You know, Steve Irwin was an absolute legend with his animals. So to even be mentioned in the same line is an honour. So thank you. I appreciate that a lot. It sort of annoyed me today though. So I need to go on a bit of a maybe a little bit of a rant or something, guys. Like something actually really annoyed me today at work. So if you guys want to hear that, please comment. If not, then we'll just continue the stream. But if you guys want to hear what annoyed me at work, I can give you the story. I kind of want to tell it, but yeah. 12-hour shifts are rough. You know, that'd absolutely sap you. Horse Whisperer, the whole wish bingo. Fire away, you love the stories. Okay, no worries, guys. I'll let you guys know what happened today at work. Okay, so I really hope there's no one from work listening because I'm gonna, maybe I won't use their actual names. So the identity of these people is not known in case there is like someone just lurking and watching. So I won't use names, I'll just sort of kind of like, you know. Anyway, we've got a horse called Royal Supremacy. He's a gelding. He's won a Group 1. He's an absolute superstar of a horse. He's one of the best racehorses in the country, having won a Group 1. So anyway, he swims after work every day. He swims 2 laps in the pool. And anyway, lately he's been a bit of a shithead, to be honest with you. He's not been a nice horse lately. And he's had to wear a stallion chain because he's, been kind of dangerous to sort of work with on the ground. He's been throwing his front legs out, rearing up, and not being very nice. Oh, sorry guys. So he's for crying out loud, this bloody gimbal. There we go. This horse come in from being ridden. Oh shit. Are you guys still connected, or are we? Is the live shut itself? You guys still there, or are we no good? Let me know, guys. Still here? Still connected? All right. Okay. It's just said reconnecting, so I wasn't sure if it fucked the live stream up or not. All right. Still here. Okay, I'll continue with the story. So, Royal Supremacy. He has to. I shouldn't even use a horse's name, because if this person finds out that I say Royal Supremacy, they'll know that it was them that I'm talking about. So, anyway, I've said his name already, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so Royal Supremacy. As I said, he's been a bit of a shithead lately. Anyway, he comes in from being ridden. He's got to swim 2 laps. Now, this person, I was just standing there waiting there was Royal Supremacy, and there was another horse too that was coming in from being ridden. Now, this person says to me, Tommy, just leave Royal Supremacy in the wash bay, don't do anything with him. And I'm like, well, why is that? I'm a senior staff member. I've been around for fucking ages. I've handled dickhead horses before, horses that are not nice before. I've handled them fine, Anyway, another person I work with, who I've obviously worked there far longer than, grabs a stallion. Like, this person, for some reason, has managed to get their way, or bring their way up to being in a foreman role. And now this person, grabbed the stallion, because they're a foreman, because they're, apparently meant to be above me, they grab the stallion chain and go and swim him. And that's fine, but just, it really pissed me off, that this person didn't trust me to handle a horse like that when I've been around them for that long. And this person, mind you, they've been around working with horses for, probably 30 years. But in saying that, just because you work with horses for 30 years doesn't necessarily mean you're doing the right thing. This person always handles a horse, doesn't put a rearing bit on the horse when they're leading them, leads them like a pony, like is standing out here way in front of the horse and just dragging them by the lead rope. That's great horsemanship skills, isn't it? That's fantastic. So I was a bit fucking cheesed off by that, just the disrespect to say, oh, look, you're not good enough to handle this horse. You're not skilled enough to handle this horse. It really pissed me off. And especially, when someone that I've been there far longer than, that this person has a history of sometimes not treating the horses that well too, it just annoyed me a lot, Linda, hello Linda, welcome in. Awesome to see you here. Am I still glitching? Shit, I hope, is the stream glitching, guys? I hope it's not. Otherwise I'm gonna have to repeat that entire thing. Yeah, it was a little bit, I don't know if it was a bit, I didn't really say it in a rude manner, but just the way I perceived it was just that they didn't trust me to handle a difficult horse when I'm more than capable of doing that. But I just bit my tongue. I didn't say anything. I just said, yep, whatever. You want to deal with him, that's your problem then. And I just went about my day, and I didn't let it affect me. So I just, yeah. But yeah, in my mind, I was just thinking to myself, are you serious? You don't trust me to handle a horse like that? Like, come on. Especially coming from someone that, you know, drags the horses out in front of them like they're a pony, like they're a dog or something. Doesn't like to put a bit in their mouth. Come on. So yeah, that actually did annoy me a little bit, but yeah, whatever. Love your stories. You should put them on a CD. I'd have to, if I did that bingo, I'd have to, yeah, make sure I don't use people's names in stories like I did just then. Hey, Joda Bear. You're looking very relaxed and very content, aren't you, buddy? Hey, he's even got his wang out a little bit. Hey, why you got that out for, Joda? Good boy. You're beautiful, aren't you? Yes, you are. Hey, good boy. It was a lady that said that to me, Sizzle. But it was a guy that ended up swimming him, that put the stallion chain on. And the guy that swam him, I've been there at the stable far longer, yet this person has been elevated to being in a foreman role, and always gets the opportunity to do more. And I don't know why. You know, sometimes in racing, it's who you know and what friendship group you're in that sort of defines like how far you can go with something. You know, which kind of annoys me a bit, but. Yeah. Ian, hello, welcome into the stream. Joda as well. We'll go and say hello to the other horses before I leave. But yeah, Joda's doing good. Thank you, Ian. He's fantastic. He looks an absolute treat today. We've got a lovely day down here in Australia. It is absolutely beautiful weather. Nice blue skies, the sun's out, not much wind. Western style or natural horsemanship? What do you mean? They just handle the horse. Like, man, I'll get Joda's head collar and I'll show you guys. Sorry, we'll go back, and I'll show you. I'll give you an example of how. Oh fuck, we might even go. Actually, guys, you've fired me up. I'm a bit fired up now. I'm gonna go grab my tripod. And I'll give you guys a demonstration. I've got some time. I've got to go to training at 6:30, so I can stay out here just for a bit longer. So I'm gonna go grab my tripod. That's it. I'll grab my tripod and I'll show you how this person leads a horse. Because sometimes just explaining it is like, I'm not very good at explaining things. I'm better at showing things rather than explaining. Or not bother that horse again, tell them their horse needs attention. Caribou, like, I actually like the horse. You know, he's nice. He's obviously a Group 1 winner. But as you say, Caribou, you know, if they want to be dealing with that horse, the way I look at it is if something goes wrong, if it does something, then I'm not the one fucking responsible for it. But in saying that, I don't understand why I'm not trusted to handle a horse like that, you know, like what the actual fuck. All right. How many acres is that, bro? Huge land. Yeah, it's big property. I reckon it's probably about 40, 50 acres altogether. Hey Lola, good girl. Probably 40 to 50 acres altogether at a guess. I'm not 100% sure though, Ian, but there's a fair few. An arsat is just like a rude person, not a very nice person. Bingo. All right, Joda's gonna be wondering what the hell I'm doing, but too bad, so sad. That means to pull one's head out of their ass. Thank you, Sizzle. But yeah, they are. You know, the lady that said that to me as well, just leave that horse in the wash bay, you know, she's not a very hard worker either. Most of the time. Any snakes around that need to be, no disrespect, but most racehorses aren't actually taught to lead properly. Well, they are, Sally. That's the problem, you know. Our horses are educated, extremely well educated. It's just that this person refuses to lead a horse properly. Any snakes around that need to be worried about? No, oh, there are actually, Ian, yes, but very unlikely that we'll run into any. I've seen one snake out here at the property before. But yeah, anyway, let me just go and grab Joda and I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you the correct way to lead a horse. Joda can be our, he can be our, what do you call it? Oh, we'll call him the model. Joda can be our model. So we'll just catch Joda, guys. Good boy. Sorry, JJ. So you lead a horse, you want to stand at their shoulder, shoulder to shoulder. So their shoulder should be at your shoulder. So, or your shoulder should be pretty much at their neck, you know? So where I am right now. So come on, Joda, good boy. And you walk them up just like this, you know? You stay next to them, you just walk them like this. It's not that fucking hard, you know? It's pretty fucking easy. Very, very fucking easy. Now I'll walk him away from the camera again. I'll show you guys what it looks like going away from the camera. So turn around, Joda. Come on. Good boy. That's it. There you go. And we'll walk back again, Joda Bear. Come on. Come on. Well, Joda's walking very slow, but see what I mean? You know, you just walk normally with them like this. How easy is that? Agree to disagree. You've been an experienced horse wrangler for how long now? Oh, about 6 years. So a while. You walk them sort of the same as... Anyway, this person, stand back here, Joda. How far does this lead go out? You know what, stand back a bit further. Like Joda's like so well educated, he probably doesn't even know how to be led like this. All right, Sorry, Joda, this is going to be really confusing for you. But anyway, this person will lead a horse like that. I'll go back and I'll show you guys what I mean. Come back here, Joda, and I'll lead the horse. I'll lead Joda how this person leads a horse at the stable. Come on, pick up your feet, buddy. There you go. Good boy. All right. Just drags them along like that. Like, come on, how dangerous is that? What happens when the horse rears up, gets its leg over the lead, bang, horse is gone. You know? Poor old Joda, he was trying to walk fast as though it wasn't happening, but yeah. Walk them sort of the way I love horses. That's exactly how you're taught in the racing industry and at Pony Club. Why a rearing bit is required with double clips to control the horse if it takes off or leans into you. Well, that's what I mean, you know. You don't lead a horse like that. You don't fucking stand out in front of them and just drag them along, you know. That is so fucking dangerous, man. Especially when you've got bloody stallions and colts and hyped up fillies, you know. Come on, we'll do it again. All right, we'll go back again, Joda. Sorry, old man. He's probably thinking, what the fuck is Thomas doing to me? I hope you guys give him a round of applause. Come on. I hope you guys could like see properly there. Well, apparently yes, Jenna. Apparently yes. Yeah. That's rude to the horse and disrespectful. Sounds like she's never properly trained. Look, this person has worked around racehorses for many, many years. Should know better. Like, you don't lead a racehorse around like that. Sally, that is not wrong at all. You know, that is not the way to lead a racehorse. If you're leading a horse out, like you've got a stallion. Who's going crazy, you're leading it out like that, rears up, it's going to get its leg over the lead, no trouble at all. You know, it is a safety thing to be leading him at the shoulder. You know, could you imagine leading him out, you're passing another horse, you're leading him out like that, you know, they're going to easily be able to just turn around and kick the other horse, kick the other person. That is just not the way to be leading one. Have I ever seen the Saddle Club? No, I haven't actually. Someone told her to do a better job. Man, I hope no one from the stable is actually watching the stream. I don't think she's scared, Sizzle. It's just she's just lazy and just doesn't lead them properly, you know? Like, man, like even the quietest horse at the stable I wouldn't be doing that with. Like, you just never know. You never know. Hey, Joda, I think you guys should tell him a job well done, because he's been a superstar. Hey? Good boy. That's a boy. Now, how long's this lead? I don't know, like bloody... be nearly 2 meters, I don't know. You should never walk in front of a horse like that. Well, especially a racehorse. Especially a race. Maybe it's a bit different if you're home with your own pony or something. But if you're doing that with a hyped up racehorse, dangerous, you know. We've got a colt, Zane Blue, screams out, likes to throw his legs up. You know, if you don't have control over your horse and you're leading them out in front like that, you shouldn't be working in the industry. Like, come on, I'll show it again. Like, come on, man. Like, what if it spooks at something and runs backwards, and you've got your hand on the lead? You're just going to rip your shoulder out. Now, if they're all the way back there and they spook, like, what control do you have over your horse? Like, seriously? But yeah, Lou does walk like that because he's always stopping to graze. Yeah, that's fair enough, you know. And you know, he's not in the danger of, you know, being around like 30 other hyped up horses at the same time, where things can go wrong fast. But yeah, good boy. Now walk up, Joda, a bit faster, mate. Come on. There you go, that's better. Good boy. Come on. Come on. When you're being lazy, mate. Good boy. There you go. Good man. Yeah, at least here, you know, if a horse rears up, you can get your lead up above and make sure they don't get their legs over the lead rope and rip it out of your hands, you know. If they spin around from this position, you can pull them to the side. You can bloody push their head away. You can, you know, you're just in such a much stronger position being on their shoulder than what you are out in front of them like that. Yeah, sorry, Joda Bear. Hey, you can relax now, buddy. Sorry, mate. Here you go. Good boy. Yeah. All right, guys, it is time to hightail it out of here. Joda's been a superstar. So make sure you say good night to him. He's a beautiful boy. We all love him a lot. So make sure you say good night to him. I wonder how she got, yeah, not too sure, Sizzle. Good morning. Yeah, is it after midnight for you then a little bit? Hey, come here, I'll take this off. Yeah, good boy. Hey, you are beautiful, aren't you? Yes, you are. All right, good night, JJ. Hey, we'll come and see you tomorrow. It's going to be another beautiful day tomorrow, I think. Good night, buddy. All right, good boy, Joda. Hey, do you want to stay on stream a bit longer? I do need to get going, JJ. So we need to get out of here. All right. But yeah, no, Sizzle. It's for someone that's worked in horse racing for as long as she says. You should know to have more respect for the race horses than to lead them like that. I never use webbing halter or a straight leather halter. Use rope halters, train my horse to respect my space and follow the feel of the lead rope. That is very, very good that you do that, Sally. I'm not going to dispute that, but in terms of have a racehorse at a racing stable, it is very silly to be leading, say, a 3-year-old colt, 5-year-old stallion, even the fillies as well, the geldings. As I said, this gelding at the stable, that's a bit difficult to handle. He's a gelding, not a colt at all. Very, very dangerous to be leading them around, being that far in front of the lead rope when you got other people with other horses walking around. How easy could one just turn and kick? How easy could one get away from you, or rear up and get its leg over the top of the lead rope, and then you really are screwed. Yeah, Joda was such a good boy, wasn't he? Oh shit, the gimbal's still there. Whoops, I need to pick that up, guys. We'll put my whole phone in there. And she's not the only one that does it. There's a couple of people that do it at the stable as well, It's not just this one person. Seldus, sorry, I did see your comment earlier, but I just didn't get the chance to respond to it. Welcome in. I'm sorry I missed it. How are you doing, Seldus? It's lovely to see you here. Always awesome to see you here, Seldus. So welcome in. Sorry, Sizzle. I'm sorry if it's is glitching a little bit. I did have a connection issue just before. But he did an awesome job, didn't he? Being our model. You're right. She should never be at the end of the lead rope, but dragging the horse indicates is not following the feel and just following the person. Well, yeah, that's right. And that's what pisses me off when people just simply get to the end of the lead rope and try to drag the horse. It's my biggest pet hate in racing, probably. I can sort of handle people, if I don't know, a little bit of laziness from here and there. It does annoy me, but I can handle it. But simply not treating the racehorses with any respect, with how much power they have. It's just, I think that's what annoys me the most at the stable, out of everything. People can avoid the wash bays and not hose a horse or something, or avoid sweeping or bloody avoid whatever. But if you're leading a horse, just lead it properly. Hi, Lola. Yeah, we'll give you your, give Lola her carrots, guys. We've got a couple of carrots in there for Lola. Yeah, you get your carrots first, Bubba. Come over here. You want them over there? Okay. Hey, darling. YouTube has been wacky all day. Few streams, no one could leave comments. Only emojis or symbols, and mods were disappearing altogether. Maybe that's why the viewers have been down today, Sizzle. Possibly. Saw a guy who... Good girl. Oh, Bubba, you've filled your mouth with... Come here, eat them up. Here you go. Oh, you dropped it. There you go. Someone checked her earlier. I actually saw a guy who couldn't get his horse to do what he wanted. He kicked his horse in the stomach. Well, that's no way to teach a horse. That only makes things worse. Bingo. I can't work. A lot of people in the horse industry think that is the way to like punish a horse or something is to hit them or whatever. But horses don't learn in that way. They learn by getting their feet moved and to build confidence in them. They don't learn by shit like that. So that is awful. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl, Lola. Completely understand what you're saying and understand how you lead is how the industry does it. Handler needs to be aware of what's going on around him, what might go wrong, and prepare. Well, shoulder to shoulder is a way to be leading one, whether you're at the races, around the barn, no matter where you are. It's just a safety thing. Safer for you, safer for the horse. If I'm walking a horse through the barn and I'm walking past someone that's leading a horse out like that at the end of the lead rope, just dragging it along, and that horse like freaks out at something and ends up bloody kicking me or backing into me or kicking my horse or something, then I'm going to be very, very angry. Same with the use of a rearing bit, like it's a safety thing, pretty much, or not many of them really need a rearing bit, but because of the few that do, then we use it on all of our horses. Yeah, so a little bit. Yeah, I fed Lola's hay. When I was a strapper, we were taught to lead as you did, with an elbow in the neck if they were pushy. Look, if you got a pushy horse, I like to turn their head in towards me, or like vary up my pace. I'll walk fast and I'll slow it down a little bit. Just keep them guessing. You ever considered trying to become a stable foreman? I would never be considered, Sizzle. I'm not in the right friendship group. Well, I guess I am friends with them, but I'm not someone that's like respected enough to ever be considered for something like that. Like I don't want to talk shit about anyone I work with, guys, or about my job or anything, but because I really do enjoy working there, and it's good fun, and I've had a lot of good times, and I enjoy what I do right now. I've got no issue with probably not moving up, I guess, but I just feel like I'm not respected enough by these other people around me to ever be considered for anything like this. Like I said, there's people that have been there less time than me that are now 4 people. There was a girl from Ireland who has been working with horses for 2 years, and she's now like a foreman of our B barn, our other barn, which is a smaller barn, not as many horses. There's no colts over there. How does someone get that role over someone who's been there 6 years or nearly 6 years and like really hasn't done anything wrong? So yeah, I don't know, Sizzle. I don't know, man. I don't even know if I want to stay in racing, to be honest. There might be something else out there for me to do. As Bingo mentioned earlier, I did apply for the police force a fair few years ago. Maybe that could be on the cards again, who knows? End up working in the mounted branch or something on the horses with the police. Who knows? Sorry, I'm probably way behind on the comments. That was animal abuse. You should report them. Who knows how they treat them when no one is around. Yeah, exactly. That's right, Sizzle. It is never good when you see, sorry guys, anything like that, and yeah, it definitely should be reported to someone. I always think, when I'm working with a racehorse, and one does something naughty, I see other horses do something naughty. I always think to myself, what would I be thinking if this person had Joda and they punished Joda the way they're punishing this horse? Like, what would be my reaction? Like, would I be pissed off? Would I be like happy with the way they dealt with the problem, or would I be, yeah? So, yeah, whenever I've got a horse, I just think of it like an owner's perspective. Like, I'm not gonna let a horse bloody just run over the top of me and do whatever it wants, even if it is one of our better horses, one of our fast horses, and I will tell them off if they do something naughty, but at the same time, I don't go too far with it. Like, I've seen happen before. All right. Let's get into the car, and I'll try and catch up in these comments before I go, guys. I'm sorry, I've really ran behind, so I'll just try and catch up. So I might just answer a few of these. Oh, get the windows down in my car. It is bloody hot in here. Oh, we'll turn that off. Hello, Greg, how are you? Were you New Zealand? No, Greg, I'm from Australia. Stable politics, I understand. Yeah, pretty much, Sizzle, yeah, stable politics. I don't know if I'd be any good at that, Trey. I've never really sat on a buck before. Well, Jared has bucked on me a couple of times when he was a bit younger, when he was like 18, 19, and I sat them okay, but nothing compared to a bucking horse. Encourage anyone who wants to brush up their horse handling skills. Look up Mark Langley, Calm Connected Horsemanship, different perspective, and an amazing horseman. There's a lot of them out there, and yeah, he's one that you can look up. Sally, definitely. That is awesome. Thank you. Workplace doesn't like when you do your job right. Sometimes, Caribou. Sometimes the lazy ones get looked after a bit more than the hard workers, which is yeah. Asserting verbal authority is one thing, being abusive and looking control, and yeah, that's another thing. Exactly, Sizzle. Show little to no emotion when dealing with horses, though, with a smile on your face. Yeah, that's right, Sally. Like, if a horse does something to piss you off, don't let your emotions take over. You've got to look at it with goals. I was always taught, look at it from pretend you're in the mind of a horse, like think like a horse, act like a horse, like try and keep your emotions out of it. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that. You all have a lovely night too, Jenna, a little bit, and Bingo. I appreciate that a lot. You guys take care. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. It's been good fun. It's been a nice stream. Beautiful weather for it. And yeah, look, I've got to go to training tonight. I start at 6:30, so I better go home and get ready. Make sure my body is feeling good. Another step in the right direction to starting up training again. But yeah, we'll see how we go tonight. I'm obviously not going to be going flat stick, just doing what I can. But anyway, guys, I will catch you all later. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll come out here and be live with Joda tomorrow. So I will see you guys then. Make sure you take care. Make sure you appreciate something small in your life. Make sure you tell someone you care about them. And yeah, look, guys, I will catch you all on the flip side. You have a lovely day, morning, night, afternoon, evening, wherever you guys are in the world. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone.